Hey everyone, Thylaris here with a Kindred jungle clear guide. A lot of you have been asking for an updated Kindred clear after her buffs, as she showed up at Z tier alongside Rumble on LS's jungle tier list. As always, you can find a detailed breakdown of the clear at the marked timestamp. There's actually a few really important mechanics to explain on Kindred, so there will be an additional mechanics breakdown afterwards, covering her Q cancels. Open with your W and begin the Kite Blue buff out. Wolf slows its attack targets, so it's easy to Kite Blue out without getting hit while your W is active. If you're clearing leashless, I would save Smite for the second half of the clear, due to how your W cooldown works out. If you have a leash, smiting one of the blue side camps may be better. Finish blue off and open on Gromp with an auto into Q cancel. You can find an explanation of how to Q cancel consistently in the mechanics breakdown. Kite Gromp out a bit and hug one of the walls, repeating Q cancels to maximize your DPS. The upper and lower wall both work fine. Once Gromp is low, kite it down towards wolves. Wolves are fairly straightforward. Focus the big wolf with your auto attacks and kite the camp out towards raptors. If you move up behind the wall more quickly than I did, you can sometimes body block the big wolf behind the little wolves, preventing it from auto-attacking you. Stay at the edge of patience range until the wolves are low, then kite them out towards red. If you're 100% sure that you just want to clear into scuttle, you can Q over the wall onto the raptors first. If you want to keep immediate gank potential open, head over to the red buff and drop your W over the wall to get vision onto it. Keep in mind that if you're using Smite on a camp, you want to use it later, as Wolf deals % current health damage. However, you do want to use your Smite before you get your E proc off, as your E deals bonus damage based on the target's missing health. Kite the raptors around, finishing the big raptor with your E and the little raptors with your Q. Keep in mind that raptors are an optional take, and you can split off the gank after your red buff if something is available. Let's talk about Kindred's Q cancels. Kindred's Q works pretty similarly to Kayn Q. It resets your auto attack, so if you cancel your Q animation, you can get 2 auto attacks off in very quick succession. You don't want to do this all the time, as mostly you want to use Kindred's Q for the actual dash. However, sometimes you're just looking to maximize your DPS output, such as in early clears, when you're pushing towers, or when you're doing objectives, so being able to Q cancel consistently can be pretty useful. There are 2 ways to cancel Kindred's Q animation. The first is by queuing directly into a wall. You'll need a wall that's too thick to hop over. Click right up to the wall, you can't have any space left in between, and make sure your cursor location is directly perpendicular to it. Put your cursor decently far away to reduce your margin of error, and then queue right after an auto attack lands. You'll end up queuing in place, and you'll get another auto in very quick succession. Make sure not to input any movement commands until this auto actually goes off, as it can be cancelled if you move too early. The second method for cancelling Kindred's Q is called zero vector cancelling. This is because it works by putting your cursor directly under your character and queuing perfectly in place. This method does not require a wall, but it's kind of difficult and inconsistent and generally doesn't see much use as a result. You don't have to know how to queue cancel to play Kindred effectively or clear well on her, but it does speed up your early clear potential if you're comfortable with her wall queue cancels. Please subscribe and check the links in the video description below, and a big thank you to my patrons for keeping this channel going. This channel doesn't really generate any significant revenue, so if you'd like to support what I'm doing, it's much appreciated.